Hey friends, welcome back to Christ-Centered Story Healing, where we use the power of Christ and the framework of stories to help you to come closer to Christ. Now, as a Christian, I'm sure you can reflect and agree with me that there are days when our faith is strong and there are days when our faith wobbles. There are days when we feel close to Christ and days when we feel distant from Christ. The reality is Christ is always close to us, closer than our very breath. So how do we make sure that on a daily basis we're walking closely with Christ, reflecting the nature of Christ rather than the nature of the world? One way is to make sure that we quickly forgive people when they hurt us. Jesus repeatedly talked about forgiveness and how it was important to go and ask for forgiveness of your brother or sister before you came and poured out your heart before God. And God really values forgiveness because He has forgiven us. We need to forgive others. And for me, this was very hard to learn and understand and to put it to practice. Over the last few years, Christ has shown me the depth of His forgiveness for me, for my sins, for my mistakes, and how His blood on the cross sanctified me to such a deep level that He forgave my sins, past, present, and future. And when I started to better understand the depth of Christ's forgiveness, I was able to then reflect on that and put it to practice and forgive others. To forgive others for their sins, small and big. Because Christ first forgave me, I was able to then forgive others. Forgive those who are close to me, and friends and others. And by doing that, I started to realize that this burden that I was carrying, the burden of unforgiveness, was broken. I was free in Christ. It says in Galatians 5:1, it is for freedom that Christ has come to set us free. Let us now not be burdened again by a yoke of slavery. And in this case, it was the yoke of unforgiveness that Christ forgave me. So today, friends, I just want to encourage you to deeply reflect on how much Christ has forgiven you so that in return you can forgive others. And as you practice this more and more, it becomes easier to forgive. And when it becomes easier to forgive, the burden of unforgiveness is broken. The yoke of unforgiveness is broken. So I'd like you to be encouraged by this message, and next week reflect on Christ's forgiveness and think of someone you can forgive, even if it's something big or something small. And you will suddenly see the chains of unforgiveness breaking out of you. At Christ-Centered Story Healing, we use examples like this to break people from the chains of unforgiveness, bitterness, imposter syndrome, etc. Check out the link in that bio and sign up for a free Christ-Centered Story Healing seminar, where through the power of Christ and the framework of storytelling, we're able to help Christians to walk closely with Christ, to break the chains of unforgiveness, and to walk and reflect more of the character of Christ in them and through them, for the glory of God and for their good. Check out the link in the bio, sign up to one of our free seminars, and get to experience deep intimacy with Christ. And you will then get another spiritual tool that will help you to break those chains of unforgiveness and to be free in Christ to forgive and to love people. Check out the link, and I look forward to seeing you at one of our Christ-Centered Story Healing seminars. All the very best, and God bless you.